right. First and foremost, apologise for the voice, and if I do keep coughing, unfortunately laryngitis has hit me and I can't seem to shift it, but I'll try and battle my way through best I can. So I'm Sarah Giles, Managing Director at Brown & Brown, Newstead Insurance Brokers, at part of the Brown & Brown team, and we're currently going through a migration into the Brown & Brown business. So just want to give you a bit of an overview of who we are, what we do, and a little bit about me. So Newstead Insurance Brokers was founded in 1987. I joined the team in January 2012 and was appointed the first female director of the business in June 2015. In November 2020, during COVID and the lockdown, we, as the board of directors, decided that we would sell the business and made the decision to sell to GRP, Global Risk Partners. In order to grow the business further, we'd almost got to a point where we couldn't get any bigger. So with the backing of GRP, we were able to make 3 further acquisitions that were then migrated into the business. And I was appointed in June 2022 as the Managing Director of the Birmingham hub for the business. So we were previously based in Edgbaston and just very recently in April moved over to Halsowin. So trying to get to know everybody in Halsowin, local businesses, and embed ourselves as part of the local community. Just teamed up with our team in Lutterworth as well to become the Midlands team. Overall, between the Midlands team, we look after about £34 million worth of GWP. So where does the Brown & Brown come from? Brown & Brown acquired GRP in March 2022. Massive change for us. We'd kind of always been kind of equity backed previously, whereas Brown & Brown have bought us as a forever purchase. They are the 6th largest insurance broker in the world, but they're still very much a family run business. There's a team over in the States. I've been fortunate to go and visit them in the States and their offices and see how their business operates. And they've actually taken the time, the 2 brothers, to visit all of our 138 offices in the UK. Very hands-on. So we're currently rebranding. We've restructured, rebranded, and we've moved to become part of the Brown & Brown team and be part of the community. So globally, that's how we look globally. Obviously, biggest footprint is where we originated in the States. The USA, there's 260 locations, but you can see in the UK there's 138 locations already. We're currently in talks with a further 3 acquisitions in Birmingham. So what we do is buy up the smaller independent brokers and bring them in as part of the team. Brown & Brown, GRP, neither of the businesses bought us because we were broken. They bought us because they like the way we operate. So whilst you've got a global brand backing you, they're not changing anything locally. We still operate as a very traditional relationship broker. So most of my clients I've had 20-25 years, and the way I deal with them has never changed. So a little bit about me, break up the insurance, boringness and gumph. So I left school in 1992 and got a job as an insurance broker as a stopgap before I could start nursing college at 17. 32 years later, I'm still here. Nobody ever grows up at school wanting to be an insurance broker, but once you get into the industry, unfortunately, the doors are locked and there's no way out. So I started up as a trainee, worked my way up through the ranks, then went on to be an account handler, desk exec, account exec, director, and then managing director. And I can honestly say I love my job. I love going to work every day, which is why I spend most of my life there. Qualified as CII, so that's the insurance body for insurance exams, and in the Birmingham office we currently look after about 18 million worth of gross written premium GWP. So I look after haulage companies, charities, motor traders, property owners, their portfolios, construction companies, manufacturers. The list is exhaustive. If there's a square peg that needs to go in a round hole, that's where I generally come into my own. I love finding solutions for people that think there aren't insurance policies out there. We will literally come in and tailor-make a policy to suit your demands and needs. So products we offer, again, this list is non-exhaustive. Fleet, commercial combined, liability, professional indemnity, management liability, contractors, and quite apt at the moment, cyber insurance. So A little bit about me personally. So this is me. I'm one of 8 children, so having 7 siblings, you naturally become competitive. We're always competing with one another, which is kind of gives me my drive to do what I do. Demonstrated there. And I've got 2 boys, Jordan and Alfie, 27 and 18, get their ages mixed up. I also own a gym for my sins. It's a labour of love. 4 a.m. this morning, I was opening the gym. Didn't now run the treadmill and trained, and then quick shower, change round, and do my real job, as I call it. So always on the go, always busy, but I actually like it that way. Why do I do all of this? Maybe down to this guy here, my dad. Fortunately, he's no longer with us. Passed away 18 years ago. But every day I strive and do what I do, and I've got the passion and determination to do it because what that guy instilled in me. And still to this day I do everything to make him proud. Interesting little fact you may or may not know about me. I'm very good at multitasking, which is why I get lots of jobs done very quickly. So a couple of the photos on there, me in the gym, I'm either running on the treadmill or on the cross trainer, singing a song whilst listening to music, and reading a book all at the same time. So, if you want something doing, ask a busy person, as they say. So, why would you choose me for your insurance cover? Why Brown and Brown and what we do? What makes us different? What's our USP? What's our differentiators? Me, I'm personable and I strive to deliver. So you ask me to deliver and I will do my utmost to sort what you actually need. Go above and beyond to try and do that for everybody. Why Brown and Brown? As I alluded to earlier, we're a local relationship-based broker. However, we've got the backing of a global company to get results from the market, so we can get the most competitive prices and the best deals. It's not always price driven, it's sometimes down to the covers and the little ring-dinks and USPs and differences in policy wordings that we can get you that will benefit you. So what do? I come out to businesses, I do a full review of your insurance requirements. What I will do is point out any exposures or any areas you've not thought of. At the moment, cyber's a massive kind of push for me because most businesses can't operate without their computers, so why would you not buy some entry-level cyber insurance? Why am I different? I don't like insurance jargon. I think everything should be easy to understand. So I'll give it you in layman's terms. I will explain every clause, every warranty under your policy to ensure you're adhering to it. The last thing I want to do is stand in front of you and say a claim's not going to be paid because you've not done something that was in the small print of your insurance policy wording. So how do we work? So I use the global brand, as I said, to get the best for you, the best cover and the best prices from the markets. Always strive to do the best for my clients. So how do I do that? I get to know my clients, understand their expectations, but equally I relay my expectations of them. It's not always it's a two-way thing with insurance. It's trust and loyalty and blah blah blah, but it's understanding what your client expects to get from that relationship. I'm open and honest. I'm clear and concise with the insurance programme that I'll offer you. As I said, no insurance jargon. I build trust and loyalty. This always leads to longevity of my clients. A lot of my clients I've had for many years and have been with me until I cease doing what I do, no doubt. I'm not just an insurance broker. I'm not just going to come in and sell you insurance. What I do, a lot of people just see the price with an insurance package or an insurance programme. That's not how it works with me. It's not price driven. I like to demonstrate how I can add value. How do I add value? I look at risk management, I look at post-loss mitigation, and I look at claims analysis. With the claims analysis, we can then look at trends and identify areas we can work on to improve the business. Ultimately, you improving your business and looking at the risk management side of things is going to lead to you being a better risk overall, more insurers wanting to provide cover for you, and equally lower premiums. This is a slide I just popped in because this kind of resonates with me. What the customer sees or what the customer wants to see, ultimately it's just the price. But these are all the added values that we like to give underneath: the transparency, knowledge, trust, choice. They won't know this, and less I tell them. So I try and let them understand what it is I'm putting into the kind of relationship with them. So that's why we're not price driven and more relationship driven. Our values. So, as I said, managed to go over to the States and see how Brown & Brown operates there. It's very good, but there's a few too many high fives and yeehaws for my liking. So what we try to do is anglicise the American way of working. Unfortunately, this is quite difficult to anglicise, but a lot of the things are the things that we think about every day when we're doing our jobs. Be a winner, be trustworthy, be a mentor. So these are just the values that we try and instill in not just the management team, but all of the staff throughout the business. So culture and that how this plays a part in our business. Obviously Americans are very big on culture. They've been certified a great place to work and they like to bang on about all of that. But again, I think it's important that we do push this through the business, particularly well-being rather. First thing I met Paul Brown, one of the two, the CEO of the whole business, and the first thing he said to me is family first. You always put your family first. Business will always be here. And that kind of stuck with me. Entrepreneurship, they do promote this within the business. So whether you've been in the business 6 months, 6 years or 60 years, they will always encourage you to have ideas and bring them forward to the table, and we're always pushing staff. I sit there and can't always see the wood for the trees. Sometimes somebody less senior in the business can have a better idea because they're looking at it from a different angle. So we really, really encourage that. They're dedicated to diversity, inclusion and belonging, leadership and results. Again, excuse me, sorry, this is a changing landscape. Insurance sector historically has been a very, very male-dominated environment. Out of 85 MDs in the UK, there are 2 women, and I'm one of them. The senior leadership is getting more kind of female orientated now, so there's more and more people sitting on the board that are female. Ownership. More than 60% of Brown & Brown is owned by its employees. So if you've got shares in the business and you're working for them, why would you not want them to succeed? And it works. We all have shares and we're all given shares, gifted shares for doing well within the business. Equally, we can buy additional shares for that. Last but not least, community. So again, that fits into what we're doing here today with House Owing and what we want to do. It's a massive thing for Brown & Brown to take pride in giving back to the communities. Whilst they're the 6th largest insurance broker in the world, they will never sponsor any national teams. It's always about giving back to the local community. So how am I doing that? As I said, it was a recent relocation to House Owing, only been here since April. Since I've been here, made contact and network with the local college, looking at potential opportunities for work experiences and apprentices, and looking at the Black Country networking groups. Obviously we've got sponsorship with House Owing Football Club. We want to interact with the local community and use this as a venue for hospitality for our clients and raise awareness of our brand within the Midlands. So, a little bit of competition just to end the session with something a little bit interesting at the end of all that insurance gum. So, anybody who wants to pop in a business card today with your insurance requirements and renewal date, we'll pop them in a hat and make a draw with a chance to win a House Owing Town Football Club signed shirt. So, there's a bucket here if you want to pop it in. Matt's going to do the honours and walk around. We might take him with you. So alternatively, if you don't have a business card on you, because I know a lot of people nowadays don't, with the environment, don't carry them, you can email your entry to houseowingfootball@bbrown.com, put all your details on there, and you'll go into a draw with a chance to win a signed football shirt. Again, that's another way of us helping to support our local football team. So, thank you all for your time today. What am I doing for time?
You're over what I meant for them.
I have no concept of time, you know that. Any questions? Thank you all.